From Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight on the news, a big decision just made on COVID vaccinations for young children, and it comes as the local COVID risk dial moves.
Plus, a big step in the fight against climate change. But first,
I didn't want to have to explain to everybody what happened to your hair.
Tonight, a special cap worn in the fight against cancer. Good evening, everyone. Nice to have you with us. Tonight, we're going to meet a Lincoln man who's wearing a unique device as he battles cancer.
it's designed to cut down on hair loss as he goes through chemo treatments. The goal is to raise self-esteem and hope during a very difficult time. Channel 8's Ariana Martinez joins us live from the Nebraska Hematology Oncology Center here in Lincoln with more. Ariana?
Right through those doors, patients are fighting to beat cancer. Today, I had the pleasure of meeting with one man who just so happens to be the very first patient at this facility to be using the DigniCap. Now, the goal for the DigniCap is to prevent hair loss in patients undergoing chemotherapy.
When I look in the mirror every morning, I don't want to be reminded that I have cancer.
A cancer diagnosis brings a flood of emotions. One fear many can share, including Steve Seglin, is losing their hair. With the help of this cooling cap, patients are able to preserve their hair, which helps with confidence and determination to win the battle with cancer.
It encourages me to think that, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel on this thing. I'm not going to give up, and this gives me some strength.
Cancer treatment can have different side effects on different patients.
When it comes to hair loss, we can say that usually after around cycle 2, you're going to expect some hair thinning, some hair loss based on what type of chemotherapy they're getting, but we never quite know. So then that brings some insecurities to them.
But treatment continues to evolve.
I've been here for 15 years, and from things that we didn't do back 15 years ago to where we are now is very exciting.
I'm satisfied with it. As you can see, I've kept most of my hair.
Nurses at the cancer center see patients at their most vulnerable state and are excited to bring a new form of hope to their patients.
The best part about all of it is knowing that you've helped that one person and them walking out and in this most insecure, unknown time that you've done something for them.
So how is this futuristic looking cap able to help?
Those blood vessels, it is constricting them, so it's really minimizing the chemotherapy getting to those hair follicles.
I know it's working because I've lost most of my facial hair. I usually have a mustache and a short beard, and they're gone.
Now, as you just saw, Steve was all dressed in his suit and tie, ready to go back to work after his treatment. And the nurses told me they hope that their patients feel well enough to continue living their life to the fullest. Now, to the price, you may ask. Some insurances do cover this treatment, but not all. So DigniCap themselves started a foundation called Hair to Stay for patients who are unable to pay for their treatment to apply. Reporting live in Lincoln, Ariana Martinez, Channel 8 News.
Ariana, thank you very much for that live report and great story there. Wonderful to meet him through the TV.
You bet.
The latest now on the local COVID front, the risk dial changing today.
But it's going in the wrong direction. City and health officials here in Lancaster County updating us this afternoon. Channel 8's Macy Meyer joins us now with the very latest. Macy?
Well, from an increase in new cases, a high positivity rate, and a continued concern for hospital capacity, the health department is raising the COVID risk dial from yellow to low orange, which is the high risk category.
Orange means there is a high risk of COVID-19 spread and impact in the community. Here on the charts shown on the color-coded risk map, you can see the indicator spread across the different risk categories.
Health Director Pat Lopez says the Delta variant continues to be unpredictable with trends. While things seem to be looking better, the city is now seeing an increase in positivity rates. Right now, we have around a 10% positivity rate, while the goal is somewhere around 5%. Now, there was also an increase in number of deaths for the month of October compared to September. And recently, there have been more hospitalizations from people in the county as well.
We're continuing to assess that and see, but we primarily have We know that a lot is in that younger age group. We do have some older adults as well.
Lopez was asked why Lincoln is seeing a worsening trend with the county having a mask mandate and one of the highest vaccinations rates in the state. She said a lot has to do with factors around us. Right now, Omaha is also seeing these increases. Now, of course, the health department is recommending people continue to wear their mask, get vaccinated, or receive their boosters if they're eligible.
All right, Macy Meyer with the latest on that. Thank you.
Turning now to the COVID-19 pandemic and the critical decision on vaccines for kids ages to 5 and 11.
That's right. A CDC panel has approved emergency use just this afternoon. The CDC director could give the final green light as soon as tomorrow. Here's the very latest from ABC's Morgan Norwood.
Millions of child-sized doses of Pfizer's COVID vaccine already shipped from the company's facilities to distribution centers, pharmacies, and clinics across the country. The rollout comes after an independent CDC advisory committee voted to recommend Pfizer's vaccine for children ages 5 to 11 for emergency use authorization. It's now up to the CDC director for the final green light. She opened the meeting by making a strong case for vaccinating younger children.
We have watched as the education gaps that exist in this country have widened as this virus has disproportionately impacted racial and ethnic minority communities. Pediatric vaccination has the power to help us change all of that and to let us move towards schools as we once knew it.
In Nebraska, the vaccine can't come soon enough. One Omaha elementary school closing its doors following an outbreak of COVID-19.
My heart goes out to the families impacted by that because I know it's a very difficult situation. I wish it was different.
Pfizer's data shows the vaccine is nearly 91% effective against symptomatic illness in kids 5 to 11. It also appeared safe, with none of the children experiencing that rare heart inflammation side effect known as myocarditis. Still, some parents are apprehensive. The Kaiser Family Foundation found that 1/3 of parents wanted to wait and see before vaccinating their kids, while another third are anxiously awaiting the rollout.
I think protecting kids is the way to go. It's critically important that clinics are available in the evenings and on weekends because a lot of parents in America don't get time off work to take their kids in to get vaccinated. We need to make sure that every parent who wants to get their kid vaccinated can do so as soon as possible.
And there could be a bit of demand with this pediatric vaccine, so experts have a few suggestions. First, check with your doctor's office, then the school, followed by mass vaccination sites, clinics, and pharmacies. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Again, and as we mentioned just a little bit ago, late this afternoon, a CDC panel approving the Pfizer vaccine for children aged 5 to 11.
Local doctors' offices have been preparing the best they can for this vaccine rollout.
Our plan at this point is mostly just to try to catch kids as they come in for their regular checkups, and then having a few appointment spots available kind of through the week.
At this point, those vaccines were not allowed to be shipped from the manufacturer until final approval, so that means those shots could come as early as tomorrow. First, they'll go to the state, then to local health systems. CHI Health has been preparing for this day while they were planning for the adult vaccines earlier this year.
We have already, if you would, put in our order for it and said we'd like some and we'd like as much as you can give us to start with. And so I imagine within a day or two of the final approval that we'll have it on site.
Again, as of now, only the Pfizer vaccine has been approved for those 5 to 11 years. It will come in 2 doses, 3 weeks apart.
All right, let's get to your weather. Seems like we're heading in the right direction. It was so nice to see the full sun today. Here's John with more in your first forecast.
If you saw the sun this morning, you didn't see it for long because the clouds started moving back into the area. We've been overcast for much of the afternoon. Unless you look off to the east, out towards the Omaha or far eastern Nebraska, and you may see some sunshine. This is the live view right now from down in Beatrice from Schoen's Roofing. You can see we've got these mid to high level clouds have been streaming in overhead. And I'll show you the visible satellite imagery in just a second and show you how that really is impacting a large portion of the state. Right now, we're up to 48 degrees in Lincoln. We hit a high temperature of 49, which, by the way, is the coldest for November 2nd in 10 years. temperatures. Temperatures struggling to get out of the low 40s as you head out towards Kearney, and even as you go further west, right now it's only 38 degrees in North Platte, 40 in Broken Bow, and 42 degrees in McCook. Here is the visible satellite imagery, and you can see where we have had some sunshine off to the east and northeast. Omaha seeing some sunshine, and even up areas up towards Columbus, but you head further west of Lincoln, and you can see definitely where we're stuck under a lot of clouds out there right now. For the rest of this evening, we'll keep skies mostly cloudy by 6 o'clock, 46 degrees, 40 by 8, and 38 degrees by 10 o'clock. I do think we may see another round of some low clouds moving back in as we go through the overnight. That means we won't get as cold because we get that nice thermal blanket overhead. That could also impact our temperatures for tomorrow, though. We'll take a closer look at that in my Storm Alert Team forecast.
All right, thank you, John. International news now. More than 100 heads of state making a global pledge to slash methane emissions at the UN Climate Summit in Scotland.
President Biden detailing how the U.S. will make changes to protect the planet. ABC's Rena Roy explains.
Smaller, struggling nations are begging world leaders to make real change fast, with the earth changing before their eyes.
You might as well bomb our islands instead of making us suffer only to witness our slow and fateful demise. We are drowning, and our only hope is the life ring you are holding.
And some world leaders are hearing those pleas. For the first time, more than 100 countries committing to reduce methane emissions. Experts say the greenhouse gas is a big cause of global warming.
We're committing to collectively reduce our methane by 30% by 2030.
President Biden laying out his strategy to help achieve that, announcing the strictest methane standards ever, a new rule allowing the EPA to crack down on the oil and gas industry, a producer of methane.
It's going to improve health, reduce asthma, respiratory-related emergencies. It's going to improve the food supply as well.
The White House also proposing rules for gas pipeline safety and a plan to protect forests. Biden pushing for clean energy technology innovation.
Today I spoke with leaders of forested nations, island nations, developing countries. My message to them was the United States is going to be their partner as we meet this climate crisis.
Now, that historic methane pledge announced on Tuesday is a voluntary commitment among those countries that signed on to it. It does not require any formal proceedings like the ongoing negotiations following the Paris Climate Accord. Rena Roy, ABC News, Glasgow, Scotland.
Still to come on the news tonight, after a rough childhood, a night a football player will never forget.
That in your full forecast. Coming up right after the break.
Children's Hospital and Medical Center.
No. Your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Dissauer.
Last night we talked about there being a chance for a little fog around the area, and that was definitely the case this morning. This is looking at Grand Island going back to about 8:38 in the morning. You can see some of the clouds moving over I-80, and as we've gone through the day, you can see the cloud or the fog left us with some clouds, especially just some mid to high level clouds overhead. And that's been the case through much of the day. Here's a live look though as you look off to the east from Lincoln, and you can see definitely some more clearing out that direction, especially the farther east that you go. We are starting to see more clouds arriving though on the east side of town. Take over to the southwest side of town, looking to the southwest from Honda of Lincoln, and you can see we've got mostly cloudy skies, a couple breaks in the clouds, but clouds winning for the most part late this afternoon as we head towards the evening. We hit 49 degrees this afternoon in Lincoln. We're currently sitting at 48. It's 46 degrees in Beatrice, but where there is more cloud cover, temperatures have been slow to respond today. Only 41 right now in Kearney. Now this morning, it got pretty chilly. In fact, you can almost look right along here is where we saw north of this line was the clearing that we had move in overnight, and that allowed the temperature at the airport in Lincoln to drop to 24 degrees. That is the coldest temperature we've had in the state capitol since April 1st. So no April Fool's joke on this one. Definitely a chilly start to the day. Dropped as low as 21 degrees in Columbus. Now for tonight, we'll keep skies partly cloudy initially turning cloudy as we go through the overnight hours. That's going to keep our temperatures from dropping too much tonight. In fact, you'll start to see how we're going to see some of the clouds moving into the area as we go through the day tomorrow. Now you'll see on Stormcast as we go through the day tomorrow, we will see temperatures in the lower to mid 40s as we go through the day. So temperatures aren't going to warm a whole lot. We're going to keep some low clouds between about 3,000 feet and 5,000 feet above the ground. So that'll hold our temperatures down just a little bit. In fact, about a degree cooler tomorrow in Lincoln as opposed to today. Forecasting 48 degrees there, 48 degrees in Beatrice, 47 in York, and 46 degrees for a high in Hastings. Now, over the next several days, we will see our temperatures starting to warm. In fact, by Wednesday, still temperatures in the 40s, but by Thursday, we'll be in the 50s. And it's by the end of the week, I think we start talking about a nice warm-up coming our direction, with highs getting up into the 60s on Friday, upper 60s, maybe low 70s on Saturday, and perhaps low 70s again on Sunday. So I think we've got a nice weekend coming our way. In fact, take a look at Saturday. We're talking temperatures running 15 to 20 degrees above normal in the state just for Saturday afternoon, meaning temperatures topping out in the low 70s around here. So it's looking to be pretty nice, I think, around here, especially on Saturday. 58 degrees Thursday, 65 degrees by Friday. On Saturday for the Huskers game, looks very nice. A high temperature of 70 degrees under mostly sunny skies. Don't forget to set your clocks back an hour Sunday morning. Sunday afternoon, a nice day to spend some time outside of a high temperature of 72 degrees. That's definite bonus territory. Temperatures running about 14 to 15 degrees above normal on Sunday. Normal highs right around 58 degrees. And then as we go into middle or early next week, we're talking highs in the mid 60s. Starts to turn a little breezy on Tuesday. Maybe a chance for a shower coming Wednesday as another cold front comes through and drops our temperatures back into the 40s as we head towards Thursday and Friday of next week. Hard to believe we're almost talking now the 10-day outlook going into the middle part of November.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it at all, but 70 for a Husker game in November?
Love it.
Fingers crossed.
We'll take it.
Right now it does look to be warm. Maybe not as warm as last weekend's game, but still, yeah.
I got a little warm in the stands at that one, so you might be my favorite person for this game, John. Thanks.
I'll take that.
He's always our favorite person, weather person, yes.
Thanks, John. Tonight, a heartwarming story of a dream coming true for a Colorado student.
Going from a football team manager to scoring touchdowns. It's a story that's sure to bring a smile to your face.
Before banning Lewis's final game of the year against Trinidad, Isaiah Acosta sent head coach Nick Only a text.
First time I text coach, say, hey, can I play? And that coach would say no.
Coach said no because secretly he was planning on having Isaiah play.
This young man wants to play football. We're going to let him get a play. Him asking to do it just made it even better.
And what made it even better is that Isaiah was told in the locker room right before the game.
He said that I could play. I was so happy. This is the day I've been waiting for.
We were all so happy for him. When we saw him with the pads on, everyone is fist bumping, so happy. Just watching him live his dream is what we got.
Part of the dream was allowing Isaiah to be the captain. Senior captain Caden Levi selflessly gave up his captaincy.
Coach told me that we were going to suit Isaiah. I told him that I would want him to go out to the coin toss for me, so I would allow Isaiah to be the captain, and I thought he deserved that.
Isaiah went out for the coin toss and called tails. He made the right call as Banning Lewis won the toss, but the call of the game was a play called Isaiah the GOAT.
So I walked out there and I called the play Isaiah's the GOAT, and then broke the huddle, walked up there. I told him where to stand and how we were going to do it.
In my mind was like, I'm ready for it.
And told him that I loved him right there.
Isaiah ran 75 yards. Go Isaiah! And scored a touchdown.
Feels so great. It was like, I don't know, it was just the best day of my life ever.
We were all in tears seeing this happen, just seeing the kids' joy that Isaiah brought them, was the priceless moment.
This priceless moment is something Isaiah says he will never forget.
I would feel like a love. That's what I feel like.
Everything involved with it was definitely, hands down, the best moment in my coaching career.
Oh, I love great stories like that.
Darn right.
And speaking of good stuff, another positive day on Wall Street. The Dow gaining 139 points, NASDAQ up 54. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
Tonight, as world leaders meet on climate change, the president's agenda hits a major setback at home, plus preparing the Pfizer vaccine for millions of children. More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David.
Finally tonight, a chase suspect leaps from a 5-story bridge.
And a nuclear sub runs into an underwater mountain. All in tonight's Take a Look at This.
A dive into jail is what authorities in Lee County, Florida called this video of a high-speed chase that came to an unexpected conclusion. It starts with authorities pursuing the driver of an allegedly stolen van on a bridge when suddenly the vehicle swerves erratically and crashes. That's when things get really crazy. As officials arrive, the suspect exits the vehicle and then does a diving flip off the 5-story bridge into the river below. Evidently, that's where the suspect's plan ended, because Fort Myers Marine Unit officials were dispatched and took him into custody shortly thereafter. The sheriff's office shared the video on social media, saying he may not have earned a gold medal for his high dive, but he did find himself in hot water. An investigation in international waters involving a U.S. nuclear submarine had a startling development as officials revealed the USS Connecticut struck an uncharted underwater mountain in the South China Sea in early October. Believe it or not, a similar incident occurred in 2005 when the USS San Francisco struck an undersea mountain near Guam. Unlike that incident, the recent collision involving the USS Connecticut did not result in life-threatening injuries. Okay, time for a moment of zen. Check out these amazing images of the northern lights captured over Europe. Officials had predicted that a large solar flare could cause the aurora borealis to be highly visible over the Halloween weekend, and as you can see, it did not disappoint. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
You know, that is on my bucket list to see that sometime.
Mine too.
John, I know, have you seen him?
I have not. I would like to.
I know you would love to, yes.
My brother has seen them because he was stationed in Fairbanks for several years, and they would go out and watch them in the wintertime there. But yeah, you got to get lucky with the conditions, and unfortunately for us here, the conditions weren't great. They were more so into northern Europe. This evening, not good conditions for it either. We'll have cloudy skies around with temperatures dropping through the 30s.
All right, thank you, John, and thank you all for joining us.
World News is next. We'll see you back here at 6 o'clock.
Closed captioning on Channel 8 Eyewitness.